Hey guys, welcome to today's episode of Hooked on Fishing. Well, it's fall, and that means there's not as many fish to catch. So today, I'm gonna do a video of things I hate when I'm fishing. The number one thing I hate when I'm fishing is when you open up your tackle box and you're trying to find out what bait you're gonna use. You're like, oh, found the perfect bait to use. You tie on the perfect knot, and you cast out your bait. And the knot breaks, and you see your bait flying away. You're like, oh man, spent 12 bucks on that thing. You just don't get it back. Yeah, I hate when that happens. It sucks. The next thing I hate is when you're out fishing. You're fishing for bass or something. These guys next to you are fishing for bluegill or something with worms, and you're not catching anything. And they're fishing right next to you, and they're pulling out fish every second. And then they come up to you, and they're like, "Did you catch anything?" And you're like, "No." And they're like, "Well, I caught 20 fish." And you're like, "Well, that's because you're using worms and you're fishing for bluegill. Get out of here." Yeah, that annoys the crap out of me when people are fishing for bluegill when I'm trying to fish for big game fish. The next thing that makes me angry when I'm fishing is when I'm, fishing this spot all by myself. It's so nice. And then this guy comes up to you. It's like, "You catch anything?" "No." And he just keeps talking to you, and he just stands next to you and fishes and just follows you around. Sort of creepy, but more annoying. Well, the next thing I hate is just losing baits. I think everyone hates losing baits. Like getting it caught in a tree or in a log, or even losing it on a fish. Especially when you lose it on a big fish. One of the other things that I hate is when your rod breaks. I don't know how many fishermen have problems with their rods breaking, but I've had a couple. One of my rods break when I was fishing on a canoe, and it was a pretty big rod, and it kind of got caught in the bridge and broke. So yeah, I don't like when my fishing equipment breaks. Whew. Oh, the other thing I don't like is it's similar to fishing with people, is when you're fishing by yourself and just a whole bunch of people just show up out of nowhere, and they're on the other side of where you're fishing, but they're just making noise and acting like hooligans and fishing for bluegill. That's pretty much all I don't like about fishing, so see you guys on the next episode.